Aloha, my name is Christine Hamer. This is the second video I'm putting together regarding my children. My children are in grave danger.
California Judge Mize has put Christine's children in danger, and as a result, her daughter was close to death. When Christine did not obey with his order to hand over her daughter to Anthony Lachey for a visitation, Judge Mize became highly agitated that she disobeyed his order and did not even take into account her concerns and her child's special health needs.
I met my children's father when I was 15 years old. He was my friend's father. He was in his 40s. I was young, naive, and easily manipulated. Once I moved in with him, he alienated me from my family. I had our first child at the age of 19. He made me work and pay the bills while he stayed home. He abused me verbally and physically. I stayed with him and we had 2 more children. I had no self-esteem and did not know what a healthy relationship looked like. The last time he was beating on me, something inside me said never again. I had to leave or I may never get the chance.
Anthony had foster children, but they were removed from their home due to an investigation conducted by CPS of allegations of sexual molestation of his 5-year-old foster daughter.
I believed his lies, and he told me that the case was closed and that there were no findings.
The Superior Court of California confirmed that the investigation reported there was substantial findings that Anthony Lachey had sexually molested his 5-year-old foster daughter. Christine did not comply with Judge Mize's order. She was arrested, and the children went to Anthony's care. Their daughter, Ania, had sickle cell anemia. Nehemiah, Anthony's son, he had with his second wife, also had sickle cell anemia, and he died January 7, 2002, while in Anthony's care. It was reported that Nehemiah was brought to the hospital on the 4th day of having serious, increasing pain, vomiting, and diminished mental status, and by the time he was brought to the hospital, it was too late. Ania was with Anthony for 2 months. During this time, she had 16 emergency visits, 5 blood transfusions. She lost her spleen and was close to death. Ania is now a Make-A-Wish recipient. It was an entire 2-year period before Christine's boys were returned to her custody. They had not been in school for over a year. They had gained a significant amount of weight and had many behavioral issues. They have been in continuous therapy since return to Christine. While in Anthony's care, Christine was ordered to pay child support. Since Christine has had custody of the children, Anthony was not ordered to pay child support due to his lack of financial resources and his disability. Sacramento Mediation Service reported there were significant findings of domestic abuse and molestation by Anthony Lachey. Christine was awarded full custody and Anthony supervised visitation. California allows a parent to order or pay for mediation services, home studies, every 6 months. So in September 2013, Anthony paid a private court mediator $7,000 who gave a fair report and allowed Christine to move back to Hawaii with her children. Anthony was to have supervised visits with Ania here in Hawaii. He never came. Anthony recently also paid another $7,000 to mediator Deborah Barnes, whom Christine only talked to once for 45 minutes.
Deborah has not met me or accepted any of the documentation by the many professionals here in Hawaii. She insisted I fly to California with all my children for a 2-week period, which is out of my means and is not our home. She was very angry when I told her I could not afford this. I solely raised my children with no support from their father.
During the last 6 months, Christine has been ordered to send their boys to the mainland to visit Anthony and pay the full amount for round-trip tickets, a total of 3 times. Christine is on a fixed income and ordered by Judge Mize to send them or she would be in contempt.
How can a judge make judgments in error knowing he is putting children in danger?
Judge Mize has refused to allow Christine a change of venue. Christine and children have resided in Hawaii for over 2 years now.
Judge Mize said in his courtroom, recorded by the court reporter, that if I do not comply with the order again, it will be my fault and he would let my child die. He chooses his arrogance over the life of my child. Please help me stop the continuous abuse and stress my children are experiencing. I want to stop him from hurting my children and other children as well. He was placed in authority to protect and serve, and what he is doing and has done to my children is neglectful and should be considered criminal. Due to my inability to fly all of us to the mainland for another mediation interview, Judge Mize ordered my children to be returned to the custody of their father. Child Abduction has contacted me and said, yes, they know Anthony has molested a child and is abusive. However, they haven't ordered to come to Hawaii to take the children back to California.
Mediator Deborah has been extremely unrealistic and demanded that Christine does as she says, or she would be in non-compliance.
It seems like she has taken my inability to come up with over $5,000 in expenses for flights, hotel, transportation, food, and expense of travel personally. She says she could not make a report without meeting us, but wrote a report in his favor.
Christine and her children have residence in Hawaii for 2 years. Numerous professionals have written statements with recommendations stating they believed it would be detrimental to the children if they were returned to Anthony Lachey.
Please share my video and like it, as I would like for the world to know about my story and my children. Thank you for watching.